Expected on the day 7 of the winter session, whether it'll be another paralysis that we'll see in the parliament. We have Javed Ansari who's joining us from Vijay Chowk. Over to you, Javed. We understand that you have the opposition leaders with you. Would like to talk about the strategy they're going to adopt in the parliament.
Yes, indeed, Divina. I have three eminent leaders. On my right is Mr. D. Raja of the CPI, Zafar Islam, the BJP spokesperson, and on my extreme left is Professor Rajeev Gowda of the Congress party. Let me start with Mr. Raja. A word coming out is that the opposition will not go and meet Mr. Rajnath Singh, this meeting that was convened to work out some kind of a rapprochement. Is that true? And what is the opposition's strategy going forward?
I'm not aware of any such meeting. If at all the government wanted to reach out to some leaders, it might have been tried. I'm not aware of any such meeting. I have not got any information. So I cannot comment upon that meeting, reported meeting. But as far as parties in opposition are concerned, we are very clear. Government has to listen to the concerns expressed by the parties in opposition. People are passing through unimaginable miseries and sufferings because of the decision announced by the Prime Minister demonetizing 500 rupee note, 1000 rupee note. And it has been affecting the whole economy, I must say. And in such a situation, we want Prime Minister to come to Parliament and listen to the views expressed by political parties and respond to them. And because Prime Minister has announced the decision, let me finish. Because it is Prime Minister who announced the decision, Parliament is in session, Prime Minister goes on making speeches outside Parliament on the very same issue, but he is yet to intervene in any debate, or he has to listen to any debate in Parliament. Why it is so?
Let me put that question to Zafar Islam. Zafar, what is the problem in the Prime Minister coming and intervening in Parliament?
Well, you must understand that Honorable Prime Minister has announced this decision on 8th, keeping the interest of the nation in mind. And post that, he has made two other times he had spoken about it.
Yeah, but speeches outside Parliament. When Parliament is in session, you're supposed to speak inside Parliament.
Now, the intent of this decision and what was the rationale of this decision has been known to every political parties. But the problem with the political parties, they are not behaving responsibly. It is the decision not taken in the interest of any political party. It is the interest of the nation, and they must appreciate, because nobody other than the Honorable Prime Minister would have the courage, the kind of courage and the political will was required to take this kind of decision, but he has demonstrated and exhibited
so
it.
Let him show that courage and address Parliament.
Of course, it is not that he has not spoken in the Parliament. He has spoken time and again, many times, and he will speak. But when the time comes and at appropriate time, he will speak. But what is I'm trying to tell you, that the opposition is not interested in debate. The Honorable Finance Minister is keen to address every single question the opposition has, but are they interested in listening to Honorable Finance Minister, or interested in debate? That they are not.
Rajeev Gowda, you heard your colleague here. He says you are not interested in a debate. Today, the Prime Minister will be present in the Rajya Sabha. Will you allow him to speak, or will this bedlam continue?
Well, if the Prime Minister comes to the Rajya Sabha, that would be a welcome move. Prime Minister has been ignoring institutions of Parliament, just like he has run roughshod over the Reserve Bank of India in this whole move. So institutions don't seem to matter to this Prime Minister. Let him come. Then we will see how to respond to that. But the basic point is very simple. The Prime Minister is the sole person responsible for this, enormous havoc that is being caused to the Indian economy, because that demonetization decision is his and his alone. Asking us to listen to the finance minister, who rumors say was not even in the loop on this decision.
But now he's ready to. But now even if he was not, then he's the minister in charge.
Well, actually, the Prime Minister needs to come, because we want to share with him suggestions for how to remedy the situation. We want to share with him the agonies of the people who are dying as a result of his decision, the way the nature of the economy is being affected across domains, and what was a growing economy come to a standstill. The Prime Minister made this decision and this announcement. He needs to come, respect the institution of Parliament, listen to our constructive suggestions and criticisms, and make amends to find a way to resolve this issue so that India and its economy and its people and various sectors, especially the most vulnerable, are not put into some tragic negative spiral going forward.
So, am I right in assuming that nothing short of the Prime Minister's intervention will satisfy the opposition, and that the bedlam that we've seen in the House, in both houses, will continue?
Definitely, I think so, because it is the responsibility of Prime Minister. If Parliament doesn't work, the onus lies squarely with the Prime Minister, lies squarely with the government and BJP. And I must tell Mr. Jafar, because BJP should not think BJP is the only party which is concerned or worried about the interests of the nation. Every party has concern for the nation. Now what we are saying, this particular decision has adversely impacted the whole economy, adversely impacted the livelihood of common people, poor people. That is why we are asking the government to review the decision, and we must find a way to overcome this present situation. I am not getting into legal questions. Some people are asking there is no law of authority for this demonetization decision. I am not getting into such things. I am speaking from the position of people at large. They are passing through unprecedented hardships and humiliations. As my good friend Rajeev has said, more than 70 people died.
I'll come back to you. The onus, says the opposition, is on the government, and it's all the more important because there are three important legislations pertaining to GST that have to be passed. So in view of that, are you willing to take the extra step to break the deadlock?
Well, if you see the intent of the government, time and again we have shown that we are keen to debate, we are keen to discuss, we are keen to engage the principal opposition and all the
piecemeal fashion. You want to divide. The opposition says that you want to divide and rule. You invited 4 leaders of 4 parties where there is a grouping of 10.
No, he himself confirmed that there was no such invitation and there was no such a scheduled meeting. Having said that, I must tell you that there is a divided house in opposition itself, because away from some political parties who have some history about the corruption, but most of the other political parties are supporting this move. And one more important thing, this move has been validated by the economies, by the World Bank, by the multilateral institution, because
there's more than one opinion on that, Zafar, but we are running out of time. I'll come back to you again. Davina, the battle lines are completely drawn. The opposition says nothing short of the Prime Minister's intervention will satisfy them. Until that happens, you can expect similar scenes to be repeated, what you've seen over the days.